Hey everybody, welcome back. Uh, it's going to be a review of cologne. Not a cologne, a clone. I got told that when I say clone and clone, it almost sounds identical. I have a bit of a lisp. I had my jaw fucked up. I was a tough guy. Thought I was. Until I got my jaw fucked up. Then I won't be a tough guy no more. uh, Now, I've been punched in the face many times. Now, happens when you're young. I haven't in years, of course. Just got old, don't want to fight no more because I'm ass kicked. No, but no, it's another story for another time. Anyway, what is it? It's a clone of. Well, it's called. I'm going to see if you can guess. Hmm. It's kind of obvious, really, when you think about it. It's by not Watermark, Mirage brands. I don't have a lot of success with them, but it's called Victorious Heroes. Our version of Versace Eros. Now, I've had Versace Eros. Anybody who has cologne in the last 5 years has had Versace Eros. It is what it is. People love it. People hate it. I kind of fall in the middle with Versace Eros. The problem with Versace Eros, and it's the same with this really, is to my nose it's a one note pony. You know, I hear people say, "Oh, it's got lemon and this and that, and blah blah, mint and shit." I get fucking vanilla. Basically, it's a strong vanilla body spray. And by that, I mean it lasts a while. I will say that. It's fucking, it lasts a good 7-8 hours and it projects pretty good. That's the authentic. Anyway, I'll give you the notes and everything. What the authentic is supposed to smell like, and then I'll compare it to this. So Versace Eros 2012. The accords are, of course, again, I wrote them down, remember, because I remember the shit. Aromatic, green, vanilla. Vanilla's an accord, so that tells you right there. Fresh, spicy, and woody. Top notes, mint, green apple, lemon. Mid, tonka, which is a lot like vanilla. Geranium, ambroxan, which is sweet, or can be sweet. Base notes, vanilla, vetiver, oak moss, and cedar. Sweet vanilla bubblegum. And I fall right in the middle because I do like vanilla. I love vanilla. But I don't know if I like it as a single main player. It's got to be mixed with something. Like if this had a few more than spices in it they talked about in the accords, probably be awesome. Maybe some tobacco. A little more, maybe some leather. Something to offset that sweetness of the vanilla. And this is the same fucking thing. Holy crap, is it just, holy crap, what's with this cap tonight? Good spray. Good spray. Yeah. I mean, you do get a bit of the mint and apple off the top that they say that's in here, but I don't know, man. Just within like 15 minutes, you know, the stuff goes straight vanilla. Probably be good for layering, now that I think about it. If you have a spicy scent, you want to make a little sweet, like a opium, or a woody scent, like a Supreme Oud. Any oud, really, that doesn't already have a sweet undertone or a vanilla undertone to it. Which is hard to find, because oud and sweet vanillas and stuff really go good together. Really good together. And the perfumers know it. Yeah, there's that vanilla coming out now. Well, I wanted to do this one today because I wore it, so I could give you guys a longevity and performance and everything like that out of it. And it's a neat bottle. It's got some Greek ash. It's very similar to the Versace Eros bottle. Not as nice. I will say that about Eros bottle. Holy fuck, that shit is awesome. But similar. This is a no for me. It smells similar. Not near as potent. Not near as... The performance is not at all close. You know what this would be good for? Be good for somebody who wants to just try and see if they like the smell. It was only $5. See if they, if they don't want to spend the, like I said, I'm in Canada, so I don't know where you guys are at, but still, if you bought it retail, it's still like $100 fucking for a bottle of Versace, which is ridiculous. Should be like $30 now. But you can get it online for relatively cheap, so. But the performance is just, spotty at best. Performs more like a, it's deceiving. Because when you first put it on, that mint and apple hits you right in the face. Like, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, this is... And it lasts for about 15 minutes. It projects really well for the 15 or 20 minutes. And you're like, not bad for $5. And then that vanilla comes in. Not that I don't like vanilla. Vanilla is one of my favorite notes. I love vanilla. Just in this and in Eros on me, it almost becomes a skin scent in like a half hour. Eros a little longer. The authentic takes about an hour. Projects really well for about an hour. Hour and a quarter. Then, boom, comes right close to the skin. This, 20 minutes. Then it sits on the skin. Like I said, that's why I said it's similar to a vanilla body spray. Same performance, really. This stuff, anyway. The Eros, quite a bit better. Performs really well, actually. Just doesn't project really well. Eros lasts, like I said, 7, 8, 9 hours. Projects for a little while and then sits close to the skin, but still very nice. This smells very nice, but you gotta lay this shit on, man. Like I've only worn this 3 or 4 times, and look at the juice. It's hard to see, but it's fucking 30% gone. You have to put on about fucking 10 sprays of this fucking knockoff, no joke. And then you're lucky if not 2 hours later you gotta put on another 5 or 6. It's not good performance wise. So far this Mirage brand and Watermark Beauty brand are just, they're not doing what Preferred and Belcam are. That's for sure. This stuff here, like I said, a couple hours max, half hour projection, and even then, not very beastly. Projects good, but not very beastly. Give it a rating on its smell, and if it smells like what it's trying to dupe, and then that rating would be about a 4 out of 5. It's pretty damn close in its smell to Eros. Performance-wise, I got to give it like a 1.5 out of 5, guys. It is just, it doesn't perform. If it does work for you, that's great. You've saved yourself a shit ton of money. I think the average person, I think I represent the average person, this is not worth even the $5. It's just, unless you just want to try it and you can't get a cheap decant or a tester, yeah, sure. This will give you the vibe, what you're going to get from Eros, but it is not a good dupe at all. No, man. So yeah, avoid it. Just avoid it. It's not a good dupe at all. Like I said, smell-wise, about a 4. It's pretty damn close. Maybe in a 4.5. It is that fucking close. Performance-wise, man, 1.5. It ain't gonna last. If you're lucky, I don't think it's gonna last any more than about 2.5 hours on your skin. Maybe a little longer on your clothes. But I had to reapply this 4 times today. That was with the initial 9 or 10 sprays. A couple hours later, I had to put on a good 5 or 6. A couple hours after that, another good 5 or 6. And a couple hours after that, another good 5 or 6. And I know you think, man, you must have stunk. Not once did one person even fucking mention me smelling. I knew I smelled okay, but it just doesn't project. Doesn't last, doesn't project. Mirage, come on, man, step your game up. Prefer's knocking it out of the park, and Belcam's fucking kicking ass. You guys is doing shit. And you're more money than most of them. No, not Belcam. You're a couple bucks cheaper, but you're more money than most of the preferreds. Nah, son. Anyway, overall rating, 2. Nah, it's even too high. 1.5. It's just, the performance is just, even for a dupe, a cheap dupe is just not good. So, avoid. Don't get, unless you can't, like I said, get a cheap decant of Eros or a tester. You know, a little tester bottle thingy dealy they have. Then maybe pick it up, because we'll give you the, just remember that Eros is going to be a lot more potent than this, but this will give you the vibe of the smell and whether it works on your skin or not, whether you like it. And that's the only way I could recommend getting it. Or as an air freshener. You know, when your diffuser. Actually, I'm going to try that. It'll probably smell good. Because I do like vanilla. Just not as a main note. Or the only note. I do like it as a main note, but not because that's all I get from Eros. Starts with a little bit of a minty apple, then boom, vanilla bomb. Almost be a woman's perfume. Honestly. But anyway, guys, that's all. Peace, love, be good to each other.